Welcome back to Ozarks Live. The doors at Boys and Girls Club of the Ozarks are finally back open, and here to talk to us about it is Program Director John Follis. Hi, John. How you doing?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. It's good to have you with us today. Now, you went virtual back in November, correct, due to COVID?
Yes, ma'am, we did.
Okay, so that had to be a tough decision, but you got to do what you got to do. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so it basically comes down to safety of the kids and the staff, and COVID hit us hard. We were down about 60% of our staffing, and you know, when it comes to having kids in the building, you got to make sure you have the proper supervision. So we took steps to ensure that, you know, we're not putting that in danger at all, and that's where the decision to close down came from.
Yeah, and I know you have 3 locations, right? Branson, Reed Spring, Forsyth.
Yes, ma'am.
How many kids do those 3 facilities serve?
Well, we serve about 500 kids a day. We have 1,600 registered members across all 3 sites. So a lot of families were impacted by this, but there were still efforts that we had to make sure that we're still making an impact. We did meal distribution in Stone and Taney County to the tune of about 1,700 meals that we were able to pass out. And we also did wellness checks. About 75 phone calls are made a day, Monday through Friday while we were shut down, just checking on these kiddos and making sure they were good.
Well, you talk about making an impact, and you, as you just alluded to, you continued to do that despite it all. So you did the meal delivery. What else were you able to do virtually that made, I mean, I'm sure this was a learning experience for everyone involved.
Oh, absolutely. You know, one of the big things that we pushed out was our virtual programming that consists of a lot of educational YouTube videos. And, you know, we work with kids. We're not video stars by any means, but we do the best we can with the resources we have. And there's a lot of really great people with a lot of knowledge working here at the club that made sure we put out some quality content. We also came out with take-home packets for kids to do at home, parents to get engaged with them. So whatever we could do to just, you know, continue to provide those resources, we wanted to make sure we were there to do it.
Well, we appreciate you rising to the occasion because it is so important. And remind our audience of some of the services that you provide for all of these kids in these counties.
Yeah, absolutely. So we operate, like I said, in Stone and Taney County, Branson, Forsyth, and Reed Spring. For $30 for the school year, your child can come. They get homework help. We feed them a hot meal Monday through Friday. So we also are offering meaningful relationships with our staff members. We have trained professional staff in here ready to help your kids out with anything that they may need. We're all about being role models and leaders in the community. So we just want to give back and provide those same opportunities as kids.
Well, you really do provide an invaluable service for those kids and those families. Now, if I understand correctly, at least one of these is a school site. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. Our Reed Spring location is a school site.
Okay, very cool. Well, I appreciate all the work that you've done. And now you guys offer things like STEM education, a lot of really valuable education there.
Yes, we STEM is big right now. It really is the future. We see a lot of jobs opening up in that field. So we have a huge push with it in our programming. At the Reed Spring unit, they do hour code once a week. So we spend an hour sitting down and learning how to code on computers. We also have STEM programs that take part weekly. So kids are getting to do hands-on experiments and activities. And we're just creating that interest and teaching them what it's all about.
That's amazing, because any hour that you spend teaching STEM education is an hour more than I have ever had in my lifetime. And heaven knows that is a bankable thing when you move on down the road in terms of a career. All right, correct me if I'm wrong. Your website is bgcozarks.org. Yes, ma'am,
bgcozarks.org, and anybody's able to hop on there if you want to get involved. You can make donations on there, or if you want to give us a shout at 417-336-2420, we can also set you up in that way as well.
All right, get involved if you can. It's a great organization. John Follis, Boys and Girls Club of the Ozarks, thanks so much for talking with us today.
Thank you so much.